This is hot off the camera. I just finished up working on that body, getting that clear coat together. And I just want to show you how I got there. Now I'm getting the body ready for primer here. I'm going to be using a gray primer. It's a filler. I forget the name of it. I think it's U-Pole. And I like to use this a lot of times on black vehicles. It helps me catch every flaw. And something else. This build is very important to me because this is the first time anyone has ever gifted me a kit on the show. I appreciate it again, Brother Thomas Timms, and I won't let you down. All right, the primer worked out great. Now I'm following the directions for this black paint from Createx. I'm using reducer and balance and clear. Already got it mixed up, ready to go into the airbrush. Now I ran into a slight issue with my airbrush. I didn't have the pressure like I wanted it. Come to find out, I still had some clogging going on from that yellow paint that I had mixed with that lacquer thinner. Yeah, I'm still feeling the effects from that. And how I got it cleared up, I had to completely break my airbrush down and clean it from top to bottom. And that paint lays on flat black basically. Now I'm getting my clear coat together. This is Duplicolor 1K clear. And I was still having problems with my pressure here. This is before I did a complete breakdown of the airbrush. And I believe that's how I ended up with these fish eyes in this clear coat. But I've been doing this for a minute. I don't even panic at this point. But with those fish eyes, with my clear coat, I knew how to take care of that. It just requires some good wet sanding. Some parts required about 1200 grit, but most of the body required about 2000 grit, and I ended up going to 3000 grit. This is after my initial sanding of 2000 grit and 1200 grit. Much better. Now moving on to 3000 grit. Now I got all my issues resolved with the clear coat. Satisfied with that. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to have to use all 4 of these. I got the scratch remover out, ultimate compound, polishing compound, and the wax, all 4 by Meguiar's. I'm starting out with my scratch remover. And the key to the scratch remover, you just gotta keep moving it. You can't stop. And after you finish, you still see some scratches. Just do it over again. This is after scratch remover, looking good. Such a good job. I skipped the ultimate compound and went straight to the polishing compound. Now, when you get that kind of job out of the polishing compound, you know you're on the right track. I'm back cooking with Crisco. And the only thing left is to add that wax. Now I'm gonna let this sit up for about 20 minutes and dry. Now, after one application of the Meguiar's wax, here are the results. That is outstanding for just one coat. I'm gonna add about 3 or 4 more coats before this build is done. So we just getting started. Trust me.